Well, good morning, everybody. It is Friday morning. February 16th. I'm saying April because I just went to the store and it's already full of Easter stuff. Yeah, 2018. I think I said 2017. I'm just butchering this intro up completely. Oh well, whatever. Okay, let's get going. So yeah, we've determined it's Friday morning, and that it's not April, but it's February 16th, 2018. It's 6:46 in the morning. It's 37 degrees outside. Cold enough for my temperature gauge to have that little snowflake on there saying, "Oh no, there could be ice on the road." It's California in the valley. There's no ice on the road. Yeah, that's that truck that's for sale. I'm actually thinking about buying that. Sorry, tangent. I'm actually thinking about buying a Toyota pickup truck. It's an older one. I don't know. I'll have to see if it's still for sale after my next Korea trip, because I'll have enough money saved up then too. Because I still have to do a new detector and a new computer. But anyways, wow, I'm full of tangents this morning. Anyways, so why are we here? Oh yeah, I'm going on a hunt. We're gonna shoot some pull tabs and trap some bottle caps. We're heading out to a lake nearby, and there's should be 3 of us. My buddy John and my buddy Dennis, and we're gonna go and hit this campground public area, private area that we've hit before. We usually do it like after 4th of July, which sometimes is a big mistake because there's a lot of garbage then. But the owners let us do it. It's a reservoir, but the campgrounds and beachfronts and all that are all privately owned. But the water, of course, is, Department of Water Resource. So we can do whatever we want. We just pay the fee to get our car in and detect. Only rule, fill in your holes. There has been gold nuggets found here. There has been rings and, coins and pocket knives and drug paraphernalia and you name it, it's all there. Tons of rusty gold, rusty treasure too. The important historical fact about this little lake, it was made into a reservoir in the mid to late 50s, because that's when you look at the topo maps, that's when the valley disappears and the lake appears. It was a reservoir mainly for the 2 local towns in that area at the time. It's a very large lake, by the way. That's kind of large. But in the bottom of the lake, in the bottom of that old valley, remember how I was talking about the federal troops that were stationed out here to protect the gold from the Indians, or protect the miners from the Native Americans? Sorry, I'm not being politically correct. I'm really not. Well, they're actually here to protect the resources of California gold from the Confederacy during the Civil War, so the Union could keep it. Well, in that valley was the original Army encampment. It's called Camp Far West. Thus being, hey, that's really far west out there. Hey, let's name it Camp Far West. Yes, we're original, guys. We just named our camp after a direction. So, anyways, they did that, and the troops that were up in the area where I found the button and the sash buckles, they were a detachment from that main garrison. So, there's no way I'm going to find anything that is old military related, because everything's in the bottom of the lake if it's down there, because they flooded that whole valley. And also with rivers feeding into it, there's piles of silt anyways, even if the lake was drained. But around the hillsides where the campgrounds are at, it still could be a possibility. I highly doubt it. This place has been used as a recreation area since the 50s. I think my last trip I made it out there, I did pretty good on clad. Got a lot of fishing hooks, a lot of fishing weights, and found a couple pop pipes. But there should also be some more modern military stuff out there too, because a lot of the military, before it was a campground, used to use it as an exercise area, as, you know, practice and war. So anyways, that's what we're doing today. We're going to spend probably a good 3 to 4 hours out there. I'm completely geared up. I have my Camelback with 3 liters of water. I have 2 protein bars. I have a bag of dried meat. I've got aspirin. I've got a pocket knife. I've got, you name it, that I can fit in these small pockets. I have it. I even have my super special finds container that my buddy, the big man, Simon from Scotland, sent me. I'm going to use that today, if I find something that's super and special. If not, it's sadly going to still remain empty. So anyways, I have my coffee. I have my breakfast. I'm hoping to get to this parking lot where we're meeting up early so I can eat my coffee and drink my breakfast. And yeah, we'll get this started. It's very rare that I get to go out and hunt with other people, so I get really excited. I tend to hunt all by myself, so I get lonely. That being said, if you're in my area, basically Northern California, and you want to get together for a hunt, feel free to comment below and we can arrange something, and I'd love to go out and hunt with you. Don't worry, I'm very private about people's permissions. I don't tell anybody about anything, and it's up to you if you want me to film. If you don't want me to film, that's perfectly fine with me, because I understand. Alright, so here we go. I'm getting on the freeway to go to this town where we're meeting up, and I will see you guys in a bit. Gotta put my coffee down. Well, I'm at the parking lot where we're going to meet up. I'm about 25 minutes early. I'd rather be early than late. Yeah, I'll just drive around. This, incidentally, is the same parking lot that I end up in when I go to Korea. Our chartered bus picks us up here. So, it's a common meetup spot. Yeah, they're installing a Taco Bell right over here. For this little town, it'll be a big deal for this place. But I'm just gonna creep back and forth here and just wait, I guess. Probably go put my boots on. They're in the back of my car. I don't know where they want to meet exactly, so. Let's park back here. Good a spot as any. You can watch the sunrise. Alright. This way I can see them when they come by. All right, catch a bit.
So far we're looking at a dime, 2 pennies, a couple bottle caps, and a pull tab. I'm gonna head down to the water. I'll turn around and show you what I'm looking at. We're gonna go down there. See where that dude's at? We're gonna go to the cove or out that way. See if there's some places where people have been swimming or something. But we'll detect on our way over there. I found both of those in the same hole. It's kind of screwy. I think that quarter was screwing with me. Ha ha ha. Yep. It's a fun place to detect. I still haven't made it to the water. In fact, I'm about 6 feet from where I was when I last talked to you. It's just a pretty day. There's something lurking. Do you see it? Look at that old guy. Creepy, isn't he? They stalk me. All right, we're gonna do a live dig right here. I'm guessing it's a bottle cap. Oh yes, you gotta see this thing. It's beautiful. That is a beautiful bottle cap. Now, of course, I put it back in my pouch. Always pick up your garbage and others. Oh well. All right, got a solid 62. It's right down in this area here. Get the tools of the trade out. Don't mind my belly. Let's try for a pull tab. Ooh, look at this guy. Oh, in the wild too. All right, we got one in situ. Oh, my favorite. There it is. It's a penny. Yay. Yeah, I'm getting excited over pennies today. So this is frustrating. You get a nice tone, 92, 94, it's a nice full tone. Sounds beautiful, you dig it. Yeah, that is the one thing that I hate, because I will dig lots of bottle caps because they come up pretty close to being a quarter. That's pretty darn frustrating. I got a whole bunch of quarters. Unless I see them, then I walk away from that area. But I mean, I'm gonna get that. I'm gonna camp around. A lot of trashy people just throw crap around. So I moved on. I went up the hill. Had to use the facilities. Just say no to Taco Bell the night before a hunt. Just a cautionary tale. And yeah. So I'm going to look at this area. We're gonna wander around in here for a while, up on the top of this hill. There's a lot of places where people walk around up here, have picnics. There's actually a trail that runs, here's my finger, right there, and goes all the way down to where that truck is at. Oh, look, let me go zoom in. Canadian geese. Those are a bunch of honkers. They're all over the place right now. They're pooping on everything. So one place in the world where I could probably illustrate the history of pull tabs. You get them from all different eras here. All right, keep going. Just flip the plug over. It's a nickel. Yay! I hit the trifecta, or the quota. Penny, nickel, dime, a quarter. Now I have to hit $1. A lot of work. Okay, we found something that's Not a pull tab, not a quarter, not a penny. On a toy car, a toy truck. All the little bits and pieces. That's pretty cool. It's a cheaper one, but I'll take it. Pretty neat. How about another live dig? It's a Screaming 75. I'm pretty sure I know what it is. Yep. Another ring pull. Got a ton of these today. Well, this has been a while. But I'm go throw up my box. Thought I'd take this minute and just take a break. Yeah. It's my Deus and Gravedigger and Quest, also known as the Technics headphones. I'm using my Relic Elite pouch today. Got my Lesche, got my White's TRX. Wearing some boots, shorts, my AKAU Alaska Gold Resort hat, and I'm just gonna take a little rest. My back's screaming right now. I know what time it is. Let's have to look. That's why I was saving you all the digs. I got to sort through there and get all the pull tabs out. All right, we moved over to another part of the lake here. We got a little signal here. And got a pull tab. Yay. Yay. Look, everybody, live 223. Sweet. Throw that in the collection. 223. Now here's something I haven't found in a while. Good old square nail. That was beautiful. You know what that tells me? There was once something here. Alright guys, I just flipped my plug. I found something interesting right there. Haven't touched it yet. It's got a shank. Let's take this out very carefully. There's her back mark. Horseman. I don't know. It's got a lot of gilt. I'm seeing a bird. Ooh, I don't want to touch this any further. We're going to take this home and clean it up. I'm not going to pull any more of that dirt off until I can get it at the house. But I think I just found myself some sort of officer's button. I'm kind of shaking right now. This is beautiful. Okay. Oh yeah. Okay, I spit on this with some water, and Matt Purdue, you know buttons better than I do, but check this out. Look how beautiful that is. I believe that's an eagle eye. I'm going to stay in this area and scan this very, very carefully, because look how beautiful that thing is. I'm not touching it any further. It's going to go in my little foam box and live there until I get done with this hunt. That's just me spitting water on it to knock the mud off. But this is probably the most awesome thing I've found in the States yet, because that thing is in beautiful shape. There's the back mark. I can't read it, but that is beautiful. I don't know if you can realize how happy I am, but anybody who's in this hobby, you find one of those, that's pretty cool. But finding one on the West Coast, proving that a theory that you had, that's going in the box. This turned out to be a really good hunt. Well, everybody, that was an amazing hunt. It started out really slow. Just with, you know, some plaid coins, a lot. I mean,
you've seen the picture of the trash before I dumped everything but the pull tabs. But when we moved to that other area, because it was a completely different area we went to, I found my home now. I'm going to go back there. Lots of iron, but hey, iron tells you something was there, especially when you start finding square nails. Follow the square nails, especially if you live out west here. It will lead you somewhere. And I'm telling you my trade secrets because I'm an idiot. No, actually, I want you all to have the pleasure of finding something and saving some history. I did some research. Yeah, it's not a Scoville backmark, it's Horstmann, Horstmann, Bros, B-R-O-S, Co, C-O, little C-O, Filla. And looking at common button backmarks, that's 1864 to 1866. So, close enough to be Civil War. But anyhow, I'm just happy I found it. And it just makes the history of that spot more tangible. At the bottom of that lake is the old outpost, the footprint of it. It's completely gone, it's completely rotten away, it's completely submerged. There's no way you can get to it. But some guy, which we'll call Frank, who was in the infantry back then, decided he wanted to climb the hill and look out over the valley. And on his way up or on his way down, he lost a button. That button made it through the upper layer and into the clay layer, thus sealing its fate and keeping it hidden from the horrible, horrible corrosive effects of oxygen until I have revealed it. So now I am trying to get a hold of Mr. Purdue, Mr. Matt Purdue of Tar Heel Digging, who is my go-to button guy. Matt, if you're watching this, I sent you a message. Please hook me up for some tips on how to preserve that thing. I want to put it in my ultrasonic cleaner. It's not too crusty. I know Matt uses like lime away or something on his stuff, but I don't know if I want to do that on here. I do need to get the clay off of it though. So I'm thinking ultrasonic, let that clean off for a little bit. It's jewelry cleaner, so it should be fine. But I'm going to have to buy some Renaissance wax. So I'll also have to, you know, make sure that's completely dried out. Maybe put it in a desiccant pack. I don't know. I'm hyped. The area that I normally go to out in that wildland area, I've been trying to find a World War II button, and I found the one general purpose coverall button, herringbone tweed HBT button. You know, has a bunch of stars on the star pattern, but I've never found like a World War II, you know, uniform button. But once again, I've jumped all the way back to the 1800s. I haven't found a Washington quarter from World War II, or, you know, a Mercury dime from that period of time. Nice silver coin. But I jump into 1862 and get an 1862 half. There's a whole period of time that is completely eluding me. But I'm not complaining about it. I just think it's funny that I just found something. I mean, like I told the guys I was hunting with today, I think I won today. And they said, why? One of the finds I found was a tank projectile. Big steel slug with a copper band around it. And one guy that was with us, was his first time out, so I gave it to him. I would hand that out first. Check it out. I think I won. And I, you know, get a good laugh, and then I open up my little box, and they're like, ooh. Yeah, I got some sun. My face is red. I really enjoyed today. Sorry for this long ending. I'll post a quick picture of everything that I kept, because I threw a bunch of junk away. I mean, I'm done showing all the, you know, a big wrap-up with all the coins or whatever, all the trash. Y'all get to see that anyways. But I really hope you enjoyed this video. I wish I could take you all out there and go for a nice long hunt with all y'all, because I think with our combined powers and knowledge, we could probably find a lot more relics from that time period. I don't know if the local museum would want that, but if I get it, you know, preserved properly, I have no problems giving it to them. I don't have my other button that I found up at that property. I gave that to the homeowner, along with the sash buckles I found on her property. But this is a public access place, so the public owns it. I'm the public. But if I can find a place to share it with other people, I will. Especially since that place was a huge part of the history of this area. Like I said, it's called Camp Far West. They weren't too creative with the names of stuff, and it was, you know, a very far westernly place for federal troops to be at. So anyhow, I'm gonna get home. I'm gonna show you all that rest of the stuff. I need to get cleaned up. My face is completely red, and I probably need to put some lotion on. Put some lotion on his skin. Yep. So I'll talk to you guys later. I'll show you everything here in a second. So, bye.